Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Now, before we get started, please follow me on Twitter at SensTalk_ and on Instagram at SensTalk. Now, before we get into today's video surrounding Tim Stuetzle and Derek Stepan, I have an update on the SDSDs. The Sens Talk shotgun tools are going to be finally available starting tomorrow, December 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, in the link in the description below, you're going to see a link to the Sens Talk online shop starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. The SDSDs in red, white, and black will be available there through that link to purchase. So, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, the link in the description below will be active for you guys to purchase your SDSDs. Now, speaking of purchasing, unfortunately, the SDSDs are only going to be available in Canada. That is due to shipping costs, which we have remarkably been able to keep down. Length of delivery time, we are expecting crazy wait times for the SDSDs to come to you guys. Some countries would have been 6 months, so that was just unacceptable. So to keep shipping costs lower, to keep the length of delivery time lower, and of course, with COVID concerns, for the first ever merch launch of Sens Talk, it's unfortunately going to have to be in Canada. But in the future, international shipping will certainly be a top priority. Now, SDSDs are going to be $6.99 each for each shotgun tool, and the shipping cost will be $3 total per order. So if you order, like, let's say 4 or 5 SDSDs in your order, the shipping cost will still be $3, and that is remarkable. We were expecting 10 or 15 potentially, but we kept it down to 3 because we want to make sure this product is, affordable for you guys. You guys are the best fan base on YouTube by far, and we want to make sure you guys, especially during, a global pandemic, can get a nice piece of merchandise, support the channel, all in an affordable manner. So starting tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the SDSDs are finally going to be available. I'm so fired up. And we're working on a nice little video to upload tomorrow too. So stay tuned for that. So fired up. Now, Sens Weekly update part number 4 will probably be out within the next few days. Another thing will be out within the next few days will be World Juniors coverage. Lots coming up. We're probably going to do videos when the medal round starts. So stay tuned for that. Now let's get into today's news. Tim Stuetzle signs his entry-level deal with your Ottawa Senators. It's a 3-year entry-level contract, which is probably around $925,000 per year if playing in the National Hockey League. Tim Stuetzle, Timmy Superstar, we know a lot about him, but for the people that don't really know much about him, here's a little brief recap about the Senators' top prospect. Stuetzle, at the age of 18, appeared in 41 of Mannheim Eagles of the DEL's 52 regular season games in 2019-20, in what was his first season playing in Germany's top professional league. He registered 34 points, 7 of those were goals, to rank 7th among Eagles, one of the top programs in the DEL for hockey, in scoring despite being the youngest full-time player in the DEL. 34 points is incredible in any league. 34 points as an 18-year-old in one of the top hockey leagues in the world. That's not too shabby. Can't lie. Now, as we all know, and I've done so many videos about Tim Stuetzle, we should be fired up about this, but a lot of people were concerned in the last couple months that they were wondering why Tim Stuetzle had not signed a contract yet. We're here. Thankfully, there's no worries anymore. But, a lot of people were concerned. I never was concerned. I knew this was going to get done. There was no way Ottawa was going to put so much, value into a pick like Stuetzle and then mess it up by not signing him. Now, there was maybe a slight chance that he would have stayed in Germany, but that would have been fine by me. You get an extra year of control to have Stuetzle in the organization, and he gets to play in Germany still. But this is better. I'd rather him in North America, obviously. I'd rather him in the Sanders' control. I'd rather him get the development path that the Sanders deem best for him. And on top of that, Stuetzle is the captain of Team Germany right now at the World Junior Championships, and he has been unreal in game action so far. I mean, unreal. Against Finland, the guy played 26 minutes, which is unheard of for a forward. Tim Stuetzle, and an unreal goal. Put it up right here. Paterka with the assist. Stuetzle just fired a one-timer off one knee, and with his ankle bent weirdly, just fired it home. Just an unreal talented play from the Sanders' top prospect. Tim Stuetzle is going to be unreal with the Sanders organization. He's going to get a lot of opportunities, even maybe starting within the next month, because Sanders hockey is starting January 15th against the Leafs. So, we may be seeing Tim Stuetzle play hockey in the Senators uniform in less than 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. So get fired up, and welcome to Ottawa, Timmy Stuetzle, or Timmy Superstar. And hopefully, we're going to get to see many more goals like that one against Team Finland. Love you, Timmy. Let's go. I'm fired up. Let's get that hockey going already, baby. Now, speaking of some Senators players, the Senators made a late-night move last night. Brandon Mackey of Silver 7 Sens did speak to me about this a while ago. I have to give him credit where credit is due. He knew about this potential trade for Ottawa. I was made aware about this from him 2 or 3 months ago. Kudos to Brandon Mackey. He really called this one. Same with Sean Simpson from TSN 1200. They really seem to know these things, and they got it right, because the Senators acquired Derek Stepan from the Arizona Coyotes for a 2021 second-round draft pick. That draft pick, I believe, is from the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Senators have 3, now 2. They used to have 3 second-rounders in 2021, so the Senators now have 2 second-round picks in next year's NHL draft. I believe, like I said, I'll say it again, that 2021 second-rounder that went to Arizona, I do believe was Columbus's pick. So if Ottawa doesn't do well this year, and Columbus is expected to do better than Ottawa this year, the pick will likely be a later second-round pick. So it's essentially, assuming Columbus makes the playoffs, a late second, early third-round pick. So it's not like it's a top second-round pick. Now, Derek Stepan, last season with Arizona, a little disappointing. In 70 games, put up 28 points, a career low 0.4 points per game for the Coyotes last season, which was, by the way, his 10th season in the National Hockey League, so he is a veteran. He has played 739 games, primarily with the New York Rangers, compiling 167 goals, 312 assists, and 479 points. So Derek Stepan is a fine player. My question is, why make this move? Especially, I got nothing against Derek Stepan. Welcome to Ottawa, by the way, obviously. But you got Artem Anisimov, you got Turney, so one of these guys has to go. I'd assume Anisimov is going to be a guy on the bench. So I saw a lot of people complaining about this last night, and I wasn't a fan of this at the beginning, but here's my take. It's never bad to have depth, and if the idea is to still have Logan Brown, Josh Norris, whatever, competing, but not playing every game and putting them potentially like on the taxi squad, for example, that makes sense. Like, if they want to control the development of them by, like, switching them through Belleville, through the NHL, that makes sense. I understand it. But I do believe that guys like Logan Brown and Josh Norris need to get prime opportunities to make the team this year. That is, without a doubt, the primary goal for the Senators this year. They need to get these players into development, and Pierre Dorion has said that himself. So that's why I don't really understand the move, because Pierre Dorion himself has said that he wants Logan Brown, he wants those type of players to make an impact this year in the National Hockey League. The Senators already have a crowded forward group, so it's a little confusing. But what I will say is, and like I said with the taxi squad for Josh Norris and Logan Brown, is that Derek Stepan does provide depth, and especially in a year like with COVID, this 2020 year, which has been insane, Derek Stepan may come in handy, especially if you need to pull some people from a taxi squad. You're just adding depth to your team, which is never a bad thing. So Stepan itself, I'm happy to have Derek Stepan on the team, because as long as he's not going to block a spot from one of Logan Brown or Josh Norris, then I'm okay. I want one of those two to make the team. Primarily I want Logan Brown to make the team. Let Josh Norris play a little bit more in Belleville and then call him up after the trade deadline. But you know what? If they feel Derek Stepan, add some depth to the team, add some skill to the team, and worst case gets put on the taxi squad, fine. But for a 2021 second round pick, it's a little steep. A third or fourth round pick probably would have been better, but you know what? Ottawa likes the player. He is an established NHL player. He used to be one of the better centers in the league. So you know what? I don't really know where you're going to slot him in, but overall, depth is never a bad thing. The Senators have 2 more second-round picks to go, and especially, like I said, with the taxi squad idea with having Norris and Brown on the taxi squad, if Ottawa wants to have them there, Stepan is the perfect player to mentor players like Logan Brown and Josh Norris, even if they're on the taxi squad, or even Colin White too, because Derek Stepan has been in the league for now 10 or now going to be 11 years, and he's a great veteran presence. And he's going to be able to help develop these players more, because if you look at the comments on the Arizona Coyotes Twitter post about Derek Stepan leaving, a lot of people are upset because apparently Derek Stepan is a hell of a guy in the room. So Ottawa's trying to build a culture, and Derek Stepan is another piece in that culture. Now, in 2021, Stepan will carry a $6.5 million cap hit, the highest among Senators forwards. He will become an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. The Yotes have paid for all of Stepan's $3 million of salary bonuses, so although he is $6.5 million against the cap for this season, his base salary is all that comes to Ottawa at $2 million. Now, while we speak about the World Juniors, Stepan played in 2010 for Team USA at the World Junior Championship, recording 10 assists and 4 goals in 7 games for Team USA. But besides that, overall, welcome to Ottawa, Derek Stepan. I got nothing against Derek Stepan. I think he's a great player to bring to Ottawa. I just question the move itself. If you wanted to bring a guy in like Stepan, that's fine, but then you gotta probably move a guy like Anisimov or something. I don't know. In my opinion, Ottawa will end up trading somebody. There's just too many players. And I think what most likely happens is a guy like Josh Norris and Logan Brown gets put on the taxi squad, gets mentored by Derek Stepan, and then they get to go into some games or even get to go through Belleville. I don't know what Ottawa's going to do, but Derek Stepan provides a lot of options for Ottawa to get creative. But besides that, comment below what you think. I threw out some ideas about the Derek Stepan deal. Obviously, I'm super psyched about Tim Stuetzle, but let me know what you think about both moves in the comment section below. And besides that, the SDSDs, remember, are available tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, link in the description below. Besides that, thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_, on Instagram at SensTalk. We greatly appreciate the support there. Like this video, share this video with cool stuff, and of course, please click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Turn the notification bell on so you get notified whenever we make a new video. Besides that, thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you very soon. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, the SDSDs will be available in all 3 colors. So get very excited, because remember, we are expected to sell more than double our initial anticipation. So stay tuned. Appreciate the support. I'll see you guys soon. Go Sens, go.